Alright, I've been using the Insta360 Luna Ultra for a few days now, and it was pretty good at the start. Over the past few days, I used it at a few different events. I took it to the gym and played around with it, and there were some things I noticed that could be done better. And these are not big things, these could be just software updates over the time, but I just thought if you're buying the camera in the next few days or next few weeks, you probably should know. So let's have a look. So right out of the box, this is a really good camera. I really like the 1-inch sensor. It gives you a really nice background blur, and the 3x lens is pretty good as well. 2 days ago, I took it to an event where I was filming sort of like a promo video for an upcoming event, and I put the camera up somewhere and then I was talking with the detachable screen, and that's when I started noticing a few things. So I have made a list of 5 things that could be improved so that you will get the best experience out of this pocket camera. Number 1 on my list is the zoom rocker. So this zoom rocker helps you zoom in and out between the different zoom levels. There's 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 6 times and 12 times. So 1 times and 2 times is your main camera, which is the 1-inch sensor, and then there's 3, 6 and 12, which is the telephoto lens. One of the problems I've noticed is that when you transition between the 2 lenses, there's a bit of a jump, and I understand because you have the 2 lenses at 2 different places, so it does that, but I think it can be fixed with software because we've seen iPhones do it, so they should be able to do it, but that's not a big deal. My biggest problem is the zoom rocker is pretty slow to react. So if I push this up once, like it doesn't really give you a good feedback either. Like it just sort of just goes up and down there, and sometimes if you press it a tiny bit too longer than you should be, it will go into like a 2.1 or 2.2 kind of weird zoom level, and if you don't push it hard enough, then it'll just stay at where you are. It won't change at all. Yeah, so that is something that could be improved on the zooming side. Number 2 on my list is tracking. So with the Insta360, you have to press this joystick button once so that it'll start tracking. But the problem is there is no way for you to manually select what to track. If it's a person, it'll just choose a person and track, that's good. But if you want to track an object, and if there are other objects in the frame, then you'll have a hard time. It's not like in DJI where you can sort of draw a little box around what you want to track and it'll stick to that. You just have to press a button and you have to hope for the best. And sometimes you'll have to press it multiple times so that you can actually get what you want, or you might have to go a bit closer and make sure that's the only object that sort of stands out in the frame, and then press the button and sort of move back. So a bit of a hassle. Number 3 on my list is this detachable screen. This was probably the deciding factor for most people to go for the Luna Ultra instead of the DJI. And I like it, I like the idea, it's really good. But 2 days ago when I was filming my video, I had a few issues with it. So I would place this somewhere and I would take the screen off, and I would stand maybe 5 feet apart, and when I was trying to record things, the screen would just sort of go unresponsive. It'll just sort of freeze and not do anything, and I will have to put it back on for it to start working. But yeah, and that was pretty bad. And at the end I just decided, okay, now I'm just gonna leave the screen on, and I was just recording with the screen on. And I think this is a pretty big one, and I tried to replicate it for this video and I couldn't do it, so maybe they fixed it, I don't know, but that has to be fixed. Number 4 on my list is the wireless mic. So when I say the wireless mic, it's not the Mic Pro, it's the mic that is on the detachable screen. And I really like this idea. I think this is probably my favorite thing about the Luna Ultra, mainly because I use DJI mics and I have 2 of them, and I don't really use wireless mics all the time, so it didn't really make sense for me to get another Insta360 mic. So I really like the idea of having this mic so that whenever I need to use it, I just have it. And also you don't have to carry another whole mic when you have this sitting right in the device. And I really like the idea, and I tested it out at the gym the other day with some background noise and things, and it was pretty good. And once again, so 2 days ago when I was having issues with the screen, I was also having issues with the mic. Sweet and sour pork from Golden Lane is $5 each. See you on the 27th Saturday from 2 p.m. till 8 p.m. So I don't know, maybe this was a transmission issue, but then you would get the message on the screen saying sometimes the transmission is not affected, but then it definitely was. So sometimes it wouldn't pick up the audio at all. Like I'm pretty sure I filmed one video with no audio at all, and then I just had to do that again, and that was annoying. Yeah, I would really like to see this improved because this is a game changer. Number 5 on my list is Bluetooth accessories. So with the Insta360 Luna Ultra, and I believe X5 and probably a few other devices as well, you can connect Bluetooth accessories in the settings. So I was trying to connect my DJI mic because this one connects as an accessory to my iPhone. So I thought, okay, why not? If I can connect that, that's pretty good, right? I don't have to keep taking the screen off and on whenever I just need to record audio. That'll be cool. So try to connect it. It seems to search for the devices fine, so I don't think it's a problem with the actual Bluetooth itself, but it wouldn't show the mic. And I tested out my phone at the same time, so I had the Bluetooth search on my phone and Bluetooth search on the Insta360 at the same time, and the mic would show up on the phone straight away and I could connect without a problem, but the Insta360 would not show anything. And I kind of have an idea, maybe Insta360 wants to sort of promote the Mic Pro for as long as they can, and then maybe they'll give us the option to connect other brands, which makes sense because obviously they just released the Mic Pro and they want to promote that as well. But that is something I would really like to see, because if you can connect the existing mics you already have, that's good, right? Because let's be real, like you don't want to have DJI mics, Insta360 mics, and then there are 10 other brands that make these sort of mics. You just want to have one mic that you can use for all the devices, right? And obviously if you connect the actual receiver to the USB port at the back, then it works fine. And that's what I've been doing at my event the other day because the wireless screen stopped working. But the thing is, you don't want to be plugging that big receiver to the back because it makes it sort of awkward to hold as well with the receiver at the back. So it would be really nice if Insta360 can give us the option to connect DJI mics, because if it's a Bluetooth accessory, I don't see why they can't do it. And obviously there may be a little latency, but I mean, I'd rather have that over not being able to connect at all, you know? Right, so those were 5 things I would like to see improved over the next few months. And obviously these things can be improved with software updates, most of the things at least. And I understand Insta360 just released this, and this is their first gimbal style pocket camera. So obviously there are things they have to work on anyway, and I understand that. And I also know that there's a bit of a tension going on between DJI and Insta360, so there's that as well. But yeah, if you're planning to buy the Insta360 Luna Ultra in the next few weeks or maybe even months, these are some of the things you have to keep an eye out for. And I really hope some of the things, especially the detachable screen issues, will be fixed very soon. Also, I've only had this for roughly 4 days now, so I haven't really tested everything out. So these are just the things I initially noticed, and there could be more. So if you have experienced something that I have not listed here, please comment them below. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.